What's up guys, Nyonyxx here. If you've been following my YouTube for a bit, you know that I do a bunch of presets. There's about 80 to 90 videos on my YouTube channel with various presets, and I have over 100 free presets to download on my Facebook page with pretty much every sound you could probably want. So I urge you to go check those out. This is part of the Learn Massive Like a Pro series, the basic videos, where I'm just going to explain every single feature of Massive in its most basic form so you guys can learn it and hopefully make your own presets, and that'd be great. So yeah, I will go over this section. It's going to be the filter section. In the previous one, section 1, we did the oscillators. So if you didn't watch that video and you need to, go check that out. But I'm going to go over this real fast. The sound we'll be playing is this. Yep. Simple Skrillex. Okay, so let's first go to new sound, make sure you're at new sound, and let's get started. Okay, first of all, the serial parallel switch right here. I believe what this does is, and I could be wrong because I'm not 100% right on everything, I believe that this makes the filters go and play in serial mode, in order, and this makes them play parallel at the same time. So I believe if it's on this mode, it has to route through filter 1, then go to filter 2. And if it's on this mode, it just goes in both at the same time. But I might be a little rusty on that because no one's ever actually taught me Massive. I'm just kind of going with what I thought it did. So hopefully I'm right on that. If not, I apologize. But anyways, let's also talk about this mix slider. Mix slider basically controls how much of the amount is being mixed into filter 1 or filter 2. So if it's all the way to the top, and I have the sound playing, you can hear that it is going fully through here. And then if I pull it down, there's no sound coming out because right now only filter 1 is being played. So let's put it in the middle. This also controls the output of the filter. No output, etc., etc. This also controls the same thing. So you notice if we put this all the way down and slide this all the way down, then see the bottom one is playing. So those can come in handy. They might seem useless, but I actually find that I use them more often than not for various things. But they definitely come in handy. And also sometimes you'll just be like, why is this setting? You know, if I have a filter on, why is this setting not being changed? Well, make sure your slider is actually popping out noise. But for now, let's turn that one off and leave that right there. And let's go over the basic filters as they are. Okay, low pass 4. What low pass is actually doing is just that's your basic cutoff filter. Put the resonance down for now. So basically what they're doing in layman's terms is taking the highs off of your sound, as you can hear right here. So as you open the filter, more highs come in, more frequencies are allowed through. Now, put the resonance up. What the resonance is going to control is, and I don't know how to explain it in proper terms, but it's basically how much of the lower end sound is coming through. I guess it's not really a good way to explain it, but it'll come into more play on different filters. But you can see how it has more bottom end here. Again, it's hard to say in this filter. And then low pass 2 is another variation of the same filter. As you can hear. Okay, let's go to the more high pass filter. I rarely ever use these, so I'm not honestly going to go into details about them. And there's a high pass 2, and then there's an all pass filter. I've never used this one either, and I produce a lot of patches, so I wouldn't be too concerned about the all pass filter. Double notch. Just a different kind of filter type to get some different sounds. Again, this is also one I don't really produce with. Bandpass I do use. Now, what actual bandwidth actually means, I couldn't tell you. But adjusting it will definitely give you some cool sounds, as you can see. And then routing things to it is very cool. I use this filter often to get some cool, unique sounds. Definitely one of my favorite filters. Again, like I said before, half the time I don't know what this stuff's actually doing. I just know what it sounds like in the end. And I think that's a big part of Massive, is just knowing what the final outcome of sound will be and experimenting. Okay. Let's go down to band reject. Another one of those filters that I don't actually know what's going on sonically. I just know what sounds it produces, and this is another one I like to route LFOs to. Okay. And then the famous scream filter. This filter is used a lot in dance music lately. So let's go to a different sound. Go to modern talking, since it's used a billion times. Now you can see how opening the scream gives it more intensity per se. You can also, as I've done before, route LFOs to it. Compared to that. So if you have it all the way over, again, lots of cool different things you can do with it. Let's put it on. So again, this is really, the filter is just an experimenting thing. Experiment with different angles of the switches and different settings to get exactly what you want. I have personally never actually learned in explicit detail what they're doing, and I honestly don't think it's needed. But also be experimental or route stuff to them. And just get different sounds, okay? Then let's go turn this filter up. So now, when you add that on, you have both filters running, and this filter is running with a more output on it. So, just with a simple square wave, let's see what kind of sound we can make. Let's put on a band reject. Let's put that there. There's nothing on that one, so let's take that off and let's go. Now you can see just from the little bit of stuff I'm controlling how what the filters actually add to the sound. So no filter. And again, a lot of this is just experimentation. You're trying to get the exact sound you're looking for. And then you have a comb filter also. It's a pretty funky filter. I don't use it too often, but you can get some pretty unique sounds with it. And then lastly, the acid filter, which has some unique properties all in itself, so definitely check that one out. And again, you can experiment with routing stuff. In a later video, I'll show you how to route, route envelopes to it to get, different sounds. So I will show those in a later video, but that pretty much explains the filter section. I guess the gist of it is that the filters can add a lot of variation to your sound. It might not be the biggest variation, but it can definitely add the proper variation. And also a filter can be so simple as just say you need like a plucky sound. You have no filter, so you have that sound without a filter, and just say you go here and you adjust that, kind of a meh pluck, but then you add a filter to it. your pluck's better. So without the filter, you know. So basically filters and routing things to the filters can drastically change the way your sound is, especially LFOs. So play around with those and hopefully you get some cool unique sounds. And again, this is just with one oscillator. You start adding oscillators into the equation and everything gets different. So hopefully that explains the filters, and the next video I will explain the rest of these down here and the FX, and we'll go from there. Alright, hope it helps somebody. Don't forget to check out my Facebook page with hundreds of free patches and less of me rambling. Alright, cool guys, peace.